Now, the Ashkenazi have adopted to the spirit of Edom. They are actually Gentiles who came from Ashkenaz. They are not bloodline Israelites, or I should say bloodline Edomites, but they are spiritual Edomites who have adopted the covenant of Edom. And so the small ones are the Sephardim, or the Spanish Jews, the ones that actually have a blood relationship to Israel. The Sephardim Jews, the ones that are dark in complexion, are hated by the Ashkenazi because why? They are really the bloodline. Now, all the men of the Confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. See that? Talk about Esau. And prevailed against thee. All right? So those men that were in confederacy with the Sephardim Edomites, that's what he says here, they deceived them, brothers and sisters, because they wanted to get the real Israelites out the land so that they can have the land. They have adopted that spirit of Esau. Now, shame shall cover thee. Why? Because they got together with the other nations to conspire against the true Israelites. And thou shalt be cut off forever. They had an inheritance, but because of that evilness, they're going to be cut off forever from the land. Now watch this. Verse 11. In that day, we read Obed Yahoo, or Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11. In that day thou stoodest on the other side in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces. Who? The Israelites of the land, the so-called African Americans, blacks, and Negroes. And foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Thou shouldest not have entered into his gates of my people in the day of their calamity, yea, thou should not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off of his that did escape, neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the days of his distress. So Esau delivered Israel up into the hands of the oppressor. Judgment's coming. Judgment's coming. All right, now, we talk about the spiritual Edomite. That's who God is. You say, well, who's God? The spiritual Edomite, a.k.a. i.e. Jewish people. Ashkenaz. How about that? You said, brother, you anti-Semitism. I'm just reading what the scriptures say. So I guess y'all must be anti-Semitism if you want to use that as it. But let's just read what the scriptures say, all right? He says, it shall come to pass in that day, I will give unto God a place of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury God and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hammon God. Verse 12. 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown, the day that I shall be esteemed, saith Yah. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Wow, is that powerful or is that not powerful? That's a powerful statement. So he's saying that Idumea are the people of the curse. They're the people that have stolen our identity. They're the people that the world loves and say, oh, these are the chosen people. Nah, judgment is coming with the quickness. So the Most High, brothers and sisters, is going to judge Edom, Esau, and he still exists today.